Okay, so Eddie Hearn does an interview on IFL TV. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. Please go over there and check it out and watch the entire interview. But it was something said in that interview that Eddie Hearn said that I thought, you know what I'm saying, it needed to be put up in the forefront and we need to have conversations of it because he said something that was very potent, very true. And it's something, meaning this is a subject that should not die. I think that this is the subject that everybody should be talking about and recognize because what he presents in this clip that I'm finna show you is very true and it speaks volumes.
I cannot tell you, and this is something I've been really thinking about the last 48, 72 hours. Women's boxing, men's boxing is actually in danger by women's boxing. And people will listen to that statement and say, bollocks. I'm telling you now, if these women fighters continue to be fearless in terms of taking on the biggest challenges, in terms of fighting other champions, unifying immediately, searching for the undisputed, you are going to get parity so much quicker than you ever expected. Because I can't tell you how refreshing it is. You know, when I picked up the phone to Cecilia Brackhouse and said, look, would you fight Jessica McCaskill? Yes. Jessica, would you go up to welterweight and fight for the undisputed title? Yes. Done. You know, Katie Taylor, you're supposed to be fighting Amanda Serrano, 7 weeks out. Look, she don't want to know. Would you switch it up to Delphine Persoon? Yes. Like, this is what makes the sport great. And it's just making me fall in love with women's boxing. And at times you sit there and you can hear it. You can just, it's like, love is in the air, love is in the air, you know, and it's like, I'm Chantel Cameron. You know, we announced the signing of today. You've got Shannon Courtenay against Rachel Ball. You've got Terry Harper against Natasha Jonas. These are great matchups, and they're high-level matchups, and they're entertaining. And they're fighters that don't give a fuck. They want to go in there. They want. I asked a question to Cecilia Brackhouse the other night. I said, you know, and she said, Eddie, we've been waiting for hundreds of years for opportunities like this, so we're not going to turn them down. You know. And honestly, like, you've seen the rise of women's fighting in UFC. I'm telling you now, and I know we still have a long way to go till parity, but if things keep going the way they do, don't start being surprised by women regularly headlining fight nights, women in big pay-per-view fights, because it's extremely entertaining and you're seeing it time and time again.
Quick side note, you remember what I said about females in the UFC and women's boxing, right? Right? Now, do you know what he's saying or what that is saying in a nutshell? That's saying that the women in boxing have more balls, more guts, and care about how they're viewed in the sport of boxing than the men. That's exactly what I said. And he's not lying. He's telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? Because they actually want to fight. They actually care about their reputation. They actually care about their legacies. Okay? So in a nutshell, he just made most of men's boxers look like prima donnas. Okay? Prima donnas. And he told y'all the truth. Okay? If they keep going about it the way they're going about it, they are going to eclipse them. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, when you watch women boxing, they fight with more intensity because of the people not taking them serious because they're women. You know what I'm saying? So they fight, women almost kind of fight with a chip on their shoulder a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To prove that they're supposed to be here, to prove that they're supposed to be doing this sport. They could be just as entertaining. They could be just as polarizing and stuff like that. So they carry that in with them, and it shows. And he speaks upon that because he talked about Katie Taylor taking on Persoon, you know, and I have to agree. Most guys would not pursue that fight again. They would totally dodge it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning the men is doing more ducking, you know what I'm saying, and more running from opponents than the women are. And you would think the women would be acting like that. I just thought that this was monumental what he said. And this needs to be talked about in boxing. How come the women have more ambition and more balls than the men in boxing? Because you guys don't want to mix it up. This is why UFC has an edge. This is exactly why they had an edge. Because the best fight the best and they don't sit on it. You know, that old formula, it's not going to work no more. And the reason why in boxing they don't do the tournament thing, because less people will make money because they can't hide behind smoke and mirrors. A tournament will ultimately flush out, you know what I'm saying, the people who's supposed to be there and the people who's not. The tournament will flush out the hype jobs, the people that hide behind opponents, you know what I'm saying, the Deontay Wilder careers, the Triple G careers and stuff like that. It will flush that shit out. That's why they don't want the tournament thing. Because less people would make money. Because a lot of this shit is smoke and mirrors. But the chicks really want to fight. And it's fucked up that something like that can even be said today in men's boxing. That the women have more ambition, more gall, you know what I'm saying, care about their reputation more than the fucking men of the sport. Like I said, this is a conversation that need to be had by everybody. Why is that? Got the men looking like straight up females out here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. That's an insult to them. Because if they was looking like females out here, then they would be fighting the best and they would be trying to hesitate, you know what I'm saying, and give people the fights they want. So I can't even say that. I can't even say that. That's insulting to the women. And it's true. Y'all don't want to fight the best. And why is this allowed to go on? Number one is fanboyism. Okay? Because you hide behind fanboyism. You got people that talk about a Pacific fighter every single day on their channel. You know what I'm saying? Make videos 3 times a day about one Pacific fighter and never find no fault in them. You know what I'm saying? Whole channel is built off of kissing their ass. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, this fighter does this. Oh, which fighter just defend every single thing that he does. You know? And that's one thing you come on my channel, I don't do. I don't defend every single thing somebody does just because I like them. But these people swear up and down, you know what I'm saying? We're unbiased, man. They've been fucking lying to y'all. And I think it's to the point now, y'all know that they're not unbiased like that, but y'all fanboys yourself, so y'all don't care. But you'll get mad if you think anybody else is fanboying. Man, boxing is jacked up. You would never thought today in this age, they wouldn't say this in Sugar Ray Leonard's era. You know what I'm saying? Even though women boxing wasn't, you know what I'm saying, nothing. But that wouldn't get said to them. Don't y'all care? This is how much y'all acting like bitches out here. And this is how much y'all fanboying for these bitches out here. To the fact that a promoter can come out of his mouth and say women's boxing will eventually eclipse men's boxing due to the facts that they're willing to fight tough opponents and not sit on it. Bruce Vane, I'm out.